Shalom everyone. I want to share with you a beautiful, beautiful Hasidic story about Reb Shalom of Kaminka. One day, a very wealthy but very stingy individual comes over to him and tells him, Rebbe, I want you to help me. I have a problem. I can't stand my wife. We keep fighting. We keep quarreling. She's driving me crazy. I don't know what I did marrying her. Please, I have just one request, Rebbe. I want you to, if you can, curse her and then she'll die. I don't want anyone to kill her, God forbid, but if you can just, say a little curse, and then she'll die, and then I'll get rid of her. So the Rebbe tells him, I'm sorry, but it's forbidden to curse. I can't curse your wife, but I have an idea for you. It says in the Talmud that for the sin of not fulfilling a vow, it's so severe, it can cause the person not fulfilling the vow that his wife will die. So I have an idea for you. The people here in town, they really need a mikveh. They don't have a mikveh, they don't have the funding. Go to them, make a vow that you're going to pay for all the expenses of the mikveh, and we both know you won't pay it. The vow will be unfulfilled, and then it'll happen what the Talmud says, that your wife will die. That's exactly what you want. So the guy says, genius, Rabbi, thank you for the idea. Runs over to the people of the mikveh, tells them, you're looking to build the mikveh, right? I'm going to sponsor everything, all the expenses. By a certain date, I'm going to give you all the expenses. Don't worry. And then he goes home. Of course, the date passes. He doesn't pay, and he's waiting to see what happens. After some time, he goes back to the Rebbe. He tells the Rebbe, listen, it's not working. I made the vow, and the date came, and I didn't fulfill the vow. But my wife she doesn't even have a cold. She feels perfectly well. Nothing is wrong with her. So the Rebbe tells him, I remind you, the Talmud says that the wife of the person not fulfilling the vow will die. You're not really treating her like your wife, are you? You told me you're fighting, you're quarreling. First, you have to treat her like your wife. You have to be nice to her and welcome her as she comes home and, buy her presents and show an interest and take her out every once in a while. And then she'll qualify as your wife and the thing will work. So the guy says, okay, I'm going to do as you told me. He goes home and starts treating his wife nicely, and saying a nice hello to you and starts bringing her presents and starts having conversations with her. And lo and behold, a big surprise. He realizes he's married to a really wonderful woman. She was only angry because he didn't treat her very well. And they get along and she's funny and they have a great time. And he's reminded of why he fell in love with her in the first place. And he forgets about everything, but then all of a sudden she falls ill, very ill. And the doctor comes and tells him that she appears to be terminally ill. And he realizes what happened. He runs back to the Rebbe. He says, Rebbe, the whole thing, it worked, but the problem is I don't want it to work anymore. I fell in love with her again. I feel like a young man. She's the most incredible woman I've ever known. I don't want to lose her. Well, what can I do? So the Rebbe tells him, there's only one solution. You have to go and pay the people of the mikveh. You have to fulfill your vow. If you fulfill your vow, then the whole thing will be canceled and your wife will live. And of course, that's what he did. And this way the Rebbe was able to both save him from his stinginess and save him from wanting to kill his wife. And they got along wonderfully. And the message for all of us is that, don't be stingy and be nice to your wife. And you'll have a happy wife and a happy life. Amen.